Tonight on Connecticut's news station, we're tracking the heat after another hot day on the books. But have we hit an official heat wave? We're tracking the conditions.
A brand new social media app already a rival to Twitter. Tens of millions of people signing up for Threads in the platform's very first day. What the new app's all about.
And New Haven police are releasing new details about a shooting last night at Union Station. We're getting new details about the two suspects still on the loose tonight.
Now at 10, this is Fox 61, Connecticut's news station.
And we start things off here tonight with Climate Matters, as Connecticut and the rest of the world are on alert during high heat all around the globe. Good evening, I'm Ben Goldman.
And I'm Sarah Sanchez. Thanks for joining us. The past 7 days have been the hottest week on record. That's according to unofficial data from researchers at the University of Maine. And here's a look at how some people across our state tried to beat the heat today. The University of Maine's Climate Reanalyzer says the Earth's average temperature yesterday stayed at 62.9 degrees. That was what it was on Tuesday, which set the planet's unofficial record high. UMaine's data relies on information from satellites along with computer simulations to measure the world's condition. While the numbers are unofficial, many scientists agree climate change is reaching a new level. Other than heat, climatologists are warning about wildfire smoke, more intense nor'easters, and dying coral reefs. Here in Connecticut, the extreme heat protocol is in effect, and the temps are taking their toll on many people.
It's very, very hot, and somebody told me about this place, where you can sit in here and get cooled off.
For anyone, really. We have individuals who are houseless. We have some city workers coming in because it's super hot.
The state's extreme heat protocol means you can find a cooling center closest to you by calling 211 or visiting 211.org.
And we do have team coverage of this hot weather all across Connecticut. Fox 61's DeAndrea Turner's in Middletown tonight with one creative way the city's staying cool. But we begin with meteorologist Sam Sampuri to see exactly how long this big-time heat's going to stick around. Hi, Sam.
Hi there, Ben. I think we're going to have one more day of 90-degree weather, but it's still going to be humid over the weekend. Look at today's highs. We got the 93 Windsor Locks, a 93 Hartford, 90 Meriden, Chester. So it's day number 2 now with our heat. I think it will be a heat wave. We need 3 consecutive days, and tomorrow we should do it. Right now we are in the 70s, Senair 80. Very humid conditions out there across the Connecticut River Valley. A little less humid up there in northwestern Connecticut, a little dry slot moving in. And the heat index still in the 70s and 80s across the area this hour. And we have a south wind. So with a south wind, we're going to bring in some low-level moisture overnight. We don't see much in the way of shower activity. We did have one lone cell. Out here, there's some thunderstorms, but they're going to die out overnight. And then we have a front out to the west. That will be bothering us as we head towards this weekend. But meanwhile, for tonight, mild to muggy, low clouds and fog by tomorrow morning. The sun comes up at 5:23. Heat indices back up into the low 90s and high temperatures upper 80s to near 90s. Slightest chance for a shower, but I think most of us will be dry. Sun going down at 8:28. Coming up, I will detail the weekend. I'll time out some shower chances as an insert heavy rain in sight. I'll have the details coming up on your Fox 61 7-day forecast.
All right, Sam, thank you. As the blazing sun continues to bring sweltering temperatures all across the state, cities and towns throughout Connecticut are trying some different approaches to help people try and stay cool. Fox 61's DeAndrea Turner joining us live in Middletown tonight to show us the creative solution that Middletown's trying out this time around. DeAndrea.
Hi, you guys. Well, they are certainly staying cool here in Middletown. Now, I talked to folks here in Middletown and in Hartford about how they are trying to beat the heat.
It feels like it's over 1,000 degrees.
Summer is bringing the heat here in Connecticut as temperatures continue to climb into the 90s.
It's terrible. Oh my gosh. I put sunblock on him like 5 times today just walking down here.
At the end of this rainbow, the pot of gold is kids cooling off by playing in fire hydrant sprinklers.
Just to run around and have fun when it's hot.
The city of Middletown helping keep cool in a different way, with designated fire hydrant sprinklers open until Friday evening, cooling kiddos off and maybe even saving them a trip to the shower.
You get to go inside and get a free wash.
And there's no doubt they're beating the heat.
It's colder like an ice cream.
And speaking of ice cream, what better way to cool off than with an ice cream cone?
Since there's no ice cream on Main Street, and we make everything here, it's all homemade.
Al's ice cream shop has been open for just 3 weeks, but the heat has her business booming.
It's been super hot, so it's been good.
But whether it's an ice cream cone or a bottle of water, officials say that it's important to stay cool and hydrated to prevent heat-related illnesses.
We don't realize how much we sweat and how much water we're releasing, and you have to replenish that as soon as possible.
And in Hartford, the fire department is making sure folks have H2O. Firefighters spent the day going to area parks to hand out bottles of water, and they'll be back again on Friday.
We want to make sure everybody's safe.
Now, making sure that everybody is safe and hydrated is what multiple cities and towns across Connecticut are making sure they're doing. There are going to be multiple cooling shelters across the state open until tomorrow afternoon. And here in Middletown, the kiddos or an adult, you can play in designated fire hydrants from 12 until 6 p.m. tomorrow. So if you need to stay cool, I got a little wet today too, you can do that. In Middletown, DeAndrea Turner, Fox 61, Connecticut's news station.
Thank you, DeAndrea. And to stay up to date on the forecast during this hot weather, be sure to download the free Fox 61 News app. That's where you can find live radar, hour-by-hour forecasts, and information about cooling centers. It's also a great resource for breaking news and traffic conditions. New at 10, a new social media app's already emerging as a major threat to Twitter only 24 hours after it officially launched.
Gaining steam, Threads is a very similar format to Twitter and already has tens of million users signed up after its first day alive. It comes amid widespread criticism of billionaire Elon Musk's management of Twitter since he bought it last year. Fox 61's Gabby Molina joining us in studio tonight. Threads is already expanding big time, Gabby. I mean, day one, tens of millions of people already.
Oh, absolutely. I saw it all over my social media today, and I hopped on board the Threads train myself and made myself an account. Threads is the newest app owned by Meta, which is the parent company of Facebook and Instagram. It bills itself as Instagram's text-based conversation app, and it's rapidly gaining interest.
Move over, Twitter. Threads has arrived.
It is essentially a hybrid between Twitter and Instagram, which means that it's not only going to allow its users to use text, in addition to that, they can also use audio-visual elements.
As of Thursday morning, there have been 30 million signups for the new social media app, according to CEO Mark Zuckerberg. Experts say part of the reason for its early success is the easy sign-up process, which essentially uses your existing Instagram account to create a Threads account.
They've taken what is wildly successful Instagram and making it a one-click process to take everybody that's following you there to now following you on Threads.
The app could be a serious competitor for Twitter. It has a similar look with a focus on text posts, and it comes at a time when some Twitter users are already fed up.
Twitter has gotten a lot of backlash from its users because of all of the sudden policy changes and the abrupt, malfunctioning of the website.
But are people on board to download yet another social media app?
I have so much social media already. It's unnecessary.
Maybe, we'll see. If Twitter keeps breaking down, I'll probably get on it.
I probably won't join it, probably won't do it.
The abundance of apps is even a lot for tech expert Lon Seidman, who says it's too early to tell if the excitement around Threads will die down or if it can truly take over.
There's so many different platforms that are coming out, and I don't think there's enough people to populate all of them. So, again, time will tell how this will work out.
Now, one thing Threads users are already showing some concern about is that your account can't be deleted unless you delete your Instagram account too. Coming up at 11, I'll have more on one of the differences between Twitter and Threads. In the studio, Gabby Molina, Fox 61, Connecticut's news station.
I'm looking forward to that, Gabby, because I'm not sure what it is. We're following developing news now. In Rocky Hill tonight, a motorcycle driver is dead after hitting a car pulling out of a parking lot. Police say it happened at a shopping plaza on Route 3 around 2:30 this afternoon. The motorcycle driver was treated at the scene before he was rushed to the hospital where he was pronounced dead. The driver of the car stayed on scene and is cooperating with the investigation.
We have some new details tonight about breaking news we first brought you last night here on the News at 10. New Haven police are looking for 2 suspects. They say the men shot someone on a train platform at Union Station in New Haven. The man who was shot is 34 years old and he's from New Haven. Police say he and 2 others got into a fight just before 9 o'clock last night when he was shot between tracks 12 and 14. Metro North Rail service was suspended for an hour and a half for the investigation.
The gentleman said to everybody, a lot of police outside, the doors has to be open. Everybody started to panicking, asking each other what happened.
There's a lot of security on the trains. You have Amtrak police, you have MTA on the trains, you have conductors walking through the train area. We truly believe the rail system is safe.
The 2 men wanted in the shooting were last seen getting on a bus at the New Haven Green. Police say that they have surveillance video and the suspect is helping the investigation.
Well, new at 10, Simsbury police are looking for 2 suspects after a man chased them for stealing his mother's car. Police say the man called just before 2 this morning to report his mother's car is stolen from Jody Lane. Officers saw them about 2 minutes later driving north on Hot Meadow Street. 4 minutes after that, the man said one of the suspects' vehicles crashed near Trumbullbrook Country Club in Bloomfield, and the suspects ran away. Police say you should never chase after suspected thieves, especially since they can be armed.
Also new at 10 here, a Hartford man was arrested more than a month after police say he drove up to 130 miles an hour through several Connecticut towns. Troopers arrested 36-year-old Justin Davenport today. State police say back on May 31st, he was speeding on Route 2 westbound in Colchester. A trooper followed him and clocked him going 130 miles an hour as he entered Glastonbury and then East Hartford. Davenport is also accused of recklessly driving through a construction zone before escaping from police in downtown Hartford. He faces 3 charges and he's free on $25,000 bond.